Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Hot. God PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call PCV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. Go Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Hot. God PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace.
Hey y'all, hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, y'all, yes, I've been missing, but, child, I had my power to my home. The cords was literally like split from my house to the light pole, y'all. But good morning, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me see. I'm going to get everybody. No Caller ID says, good morning, Peace and chat. Good morning, No Caller ID. Tootie Scott says, good morning, Miss Peace, justice for Meeks. Yes, good morning, Tootie, justice for Meeks. Butterfly Empress says, happy Friday. Eve, KP, and chat. Oh, you over there on the KP Investigates page, huh? Thank you. Period. Des says, yes. Yes. Good morning, KP. Welcome back this week. Has been a struggle. Glad you got your power. Good morning, Des. Yes, it's been a struggle for me too. Smiley says, good morning, KP. Good morning, Smiley. Paula says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Paula. Sharon says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sharon. No Caller ID says, good morning, Peace and chat. Good morning. Sharice says, good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Sharice. Spec in the building says, good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Spec. Brown Eyes said, good morning, KP, Miles and chat. Good morning, Brown Eyes. Tiger says, good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Tiger. Y'all, I'm sorry I had y'all waiting. Belinda says, good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Belinda. Brittany says, hi, Peace TV and chat. Good morning, Brittany. Miss Easy says, welcome back, KP. I pray all is well in your camp. Good morning, Miss Easy. And it is. Erica Rogers says, good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Erica. Dee Dee says, good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Dee Dee. Sparkle says, good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Sparkle. Tamika says, good morning. Good morning, Tamika. Anissa Allen says, good morning, Peace. Good morning, Anissa. Knee Deep says, good morning. Good morning, Knee Deep. Good morning. Lady D says, good morning, Peace. Good morning, Lady D. Miss Boss Lady says, good morning, KP and chat. Glad you're back. Good morning, boss lady. I'm glad y'all been patient. Hey, Tate, good morning. Tate says, good morning, everybody. D says, good morning, KP and chat. Happy to be back. Good morning, D. Natty says, good morning. Good morning to you, too. Hey, Peanut. Peanut says, good morning, KP. Miles in chat. Good morning to you, too. Spec says, good morning, KP in chat. Good morning, Spec. Lady D says, justice for Amika. Yes, justice for Amika all day, every day. Thank you for that, Lady. I appreciate it. I need to pin that in my chat, but whatever. Brittany says, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Who else? Stone Capone says, good morning, KP. Good morning. Sharon Peterson says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Sharon. Yes, hit the like button, please, and thank you. Don't forget to hype the video afterwards. Thanks in advance. Thank you, Sharon, for that. I appreciate it. Yes, y'all, when y'all watch my replay, can y'all hype the video up? I would really appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. Yes, so y'all, as y'all know, I had made a post on my community wall a couple of days ago, letting y'all know that I wouldn't be live the next day, which I didn't think it would be this many days, but my power. I mean, like literally, y'all, I had left, went to take care of some business. I wasn't even gone 3 hours, I don't think. I come back and my daughter like, Mom, the Wi-Fi not working. I'm like, why it's not working? It should work. And somebody just told me to hit the light switch, and I hit the light switch and my lights is off. I said, I know you fucking lying to me. Hey, Diane. Good morning. Great day to you too. So my lights was off, so I had to call the light company, figure out what was going on. Come to find out, I goes outside, look, and my whole wire which is dangerous, might I add, the whole wire that's running from the light pole to my house is down, like literally down. It's in my yard. Royal Queen says, good morning. Hope everything have a great and productive day. Good morning, Royal Queen, to you as well. Christy Jackson says, Grand Rising KP in chat. Good morning, Christy, to you. So yeah, the wire is down. Man, y'all, they said they was gonna send somebody out within at least by 9 o'clock. It should have been fixed. And I was already pissed because I'm like, well, it's like 4 something already. So I gotta wait till 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock comes, no power is still on. So I calls them back and they tell me that they came out, the person that came out to fix it, he documented that I knew what you mean, Royal Queen. He documented that he put the light, he put the cord, he fixed it basically, the cord running from the light pole to my house, and that I should have power. No, ma'am, it's no power. I goes outside and look. I'm like, he never came to my house to do nothing. I don't know who house he went to, but it wasn't mine. My wire is still down. So they tells me they're going to send somebody else back out, but it's not going to be until 9 o'clock the next morning. Y'all talking about somebody pissy mad? I was pissy mad. But I end up going to sleep, waking up at like 12 something, and my power was back on that night. But now I realize my internet is not working. I said, fuck my life. What is going on? So the cable company ended up coming out. And when I looked and seen that the wire, the light pole wire was down, I seen 2 wires that was like cut. So what had happened was the ice that melted from my house, and it was a lot of it, y'all. Yeah, he definitely lied. Hey Peanut, he definitely lied. And that is crazy. I told them they need to do something about that. They need to document that this man lied and said he fixed my electricity and he didn't. I would have been, if I wasn't at home and I would have went and stayed somewhere else at my daughter's house, hotel, whatever the case may be, my power would have been out as so long. You know what I mean? It would have took even longer for me to get my services back on. But I stayed home because I wanted to make sure. But man, Drew, when I seen the wire cut, that the wire was down, I seen two wires that was like ripped from my house. So I said, oh, that must be my internet wire too that was cut down as well. That ice did some damage, y'all. And from now on, I'm just gonna have to start going whacking some goddamn ice off the side of my house or having somebody come out and do it so that won't happen again. Cause I was all over the place with that. It's a company here where I live. I don't know if y'all had where y'all from, who y'all like company is, but yeah, and I'm calling them back again because I wanna make an issue about that because he clearly lied. Man, Drew, I told them, I said two trucks was out here. One was down at the beginning of my street and one was down at the dead end of my street. Nobody never came to my house. I've been home the whole time. Nobody ever came to my house. So yeah, y'all, I've been pissed. I've been mad, and I had to take a fucking break. I just had to take a mental break. Um, but yeah, we back. But my internet was out and my electricity was out. And then they goes to tell me, y'all, and this is what pissed me off even more. They tell me, well, the guy, he came out, he fixed it. Now, if you're not having no power to your house, it means it's damage that was done from your house, which means now you have to call an electrician to come out to fix whatever damage it was that was done. And you have to pay out of pocket since you're a homeowner. I said, y'all got, I bet y'all lying. Y'all better send somebody back out here and they better put this cord back to my house, this wire running from this light pole, put it back to my house and give me some electricity because this is not my fault. This is just natural things that happen, which made me not have electricity. So y'all gotta, I ain't paying y'all no electricity bill for nothing. Y'all gotta come out here and fix this. And that's what they did because I was not about to call no electrician when I see a whole wire down that they never put back up. No, we not still getting snow. We basically, like I just said, the ice is melting from my house. So being that the ice was melting from my house, it came down and crushed my wire. Like the the way my wire was, which I like how they did it now. The way that they put my wire back up, it's not hanging in a way. You know what I'm saying? So when the ice came down from being once it started melting, the ice came down, fell down, and it crushed it broke my line to my electricity to the dang on light pole. So no, we're not getting snow no more. We ain't got no snow since about a week or two. So yeah, and I hope it don't come back. Hopefully you have a deep freezer so all your food didn't. Yeah, I didn't have no issues with my food because, like I said, my power wasn't out for 24 hours. It was out from 4 to 12, but then I had issues my uh with my internet, so I had to wait for them to come out and fix my internet. And then with all this happening, I was just so frustrated. I said I need a mental break. So that's why I took a mental break day, and then I'm back. I'm like, now I gotta get back to it because my people been missing me. Y'all been inboxing me and everything, and then that's why I'm going live about this story because a lot of people inbox me and email me about this story, which is crazy because I've been doing my research. It's crazy. Hey Jets, my girl KP, I missed y'all. Good morning, chat host and mods. Justice for Mika. Yes, Justice for Mika. Good morning, Jets. I missed y'all too. Hey Terry, Cold Peace and Cold Worldwide family. Good morning, Terry. The weight of the ice snapped the line. Yes, y'all. I should have took a picture of the ice. Like the shit it's so big, y'all. And I think it's still in my yard. It ain't even melted all the way yet. That's how much and how thick it was. I was like, Lord, I'm just glad it wasn't more serious than that. Roy say shit. It's been 70 here all week. Really? Ooh, I know y'all loving it. I wish. Peanut, it is crazy. So y'all, let's get into this story. Peanut Butter Face, aka Miss Muff. Her girl. Child. Um, this is crazy because basically the police they not saying that the baby has been missing for 30 days. They not sure how long she has been missing. It's just that they want information from people that know the mom, people that lives in the complex with the mom. They want information on when the last time that they seen this baby, which a lot of them is saying the last time that they seen this baby was during Christmas time. So now they trying to figure out the timeline of what really happened to her when it actually happened. You know, this woman literally called the police to report her missing February 16th, but nobody has seen her since December. That's insane. Hey Drea, good morning. Yes, justice for Ramika, y'all. It's always justice for Ramika over here. Even when we talk about other stories. Tati says, yes, you have to take a mental break. I'm glad you took that. I had to, y'all. Y'all gonna get that every once in a while from me. I've always done that. Even when I was just doing uploads, like I really would take a mental break. But I'm coming back. She was physically last seen January 7th. Dad last seen her on Christmas. That's why I'm saying. So you saying January 7th, but everything that I've heard so far, they saying Christmas. They saying Christmas. So I don't know about. I don't, we got to see. Um, that's what I was gonna say too. So because the dad, he was on live. People was recording him on live at the complex, and he was getting on the detectives. You know what I'm saying about how they moving with finding his daughter and all this stuff. And he was like, "How y'all gonna tell me that she's been missing for 30 days and nobody's know nothing?" And I'm thinking to myself, well, you the dad. When the last time you seen or heard from the baby? That's what we need to know. So I'm catching up with this story. Good morning, Cold Peace. KPTV community, welcome back. Good morning, Tammy. Thank you. So 14 likes. Y'all get the likes up. It's 92 people watching. Why we only got 14 likes? Because we're about to dab into this story. Can we get the likes up? Mom picked up the check on January 7th and had the baby. She didn't have the baby on February 7th. The office manager said the baby was with her when she came to get her utility check. They have it in video. January 8th was last seen. Okay, January 8th, y'all seen January 8th, January 7th. Well, we're going to get into it, and I'm going to go and do more research on it. The dad said he asked to FaceTime her, and the mom told him she was with godparents. So what she's saying now, because the police is looking for a Mariah girl. And is she like literally saying that maybe because this woman literally she told the police that she woke up at 3 a.m. and this baby was gone, had walked out the house. If you didn't see this baby, how you gonna just say that the baby walked out the house? That's a red flag right there. You would just say you woke up at 3 a.m. and she was gone, she was missing. You wouldn't say she walked out the house. That was a red flag for me. So why would you say walked out the house? But then the mom is saying that something about a Mariah girl. And is she saying that this Mariah girl might possibly have this baby? Because this is insane. Smiley says, I've been following this story and it's so sad. I'm so sick of parents with these babies in their lives. Exactly. Like with y'all remember the story I reported on with the lady with her three boys ended up drowning in a pond, man, drew a pond. And I kept saying it was some fishy with it. With that, come to find out, they end up locking her ass up because they seen video footage that the pond wasn't even deep enough, allegedly, for these kids to drown. And I was gonna do an update to that for y'all. I just haven't got to it. Oh, you put that over on my other channel, probably. Okay. Okay, Tati. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Peanut says dad was calling and texting mom. Dad said that every time she got upset with him, she would say she didn't know where she was. What? And this is what I'm saying with these parents be playing games with these kids. This is insane. This is insane. And when they get mad at the other parent, they take it out on these kids. Like, these kids ain't asked to be here. And nobody told you to lay down with this person and have a baby with somebody you possibly wouldn't even get along with at the time of you conceiving this baby. The dad said he asked to FaceTime her. Okay, I read that. Yeah, I'll be so sick when it comes to stuff like this. Thank you, Shirley, for that. I appreciate it. Natty says the dad lives in Florida. Yep, I know. Yep, I know that. And was trying to get custody when he called mom. Said she was with godparents. And that's what I'm about to play, because the police said 9 times out of 10, when something like this happens to a child, it's due to a custody battle, because that one parent don't want the other parent to get the baby, so they decide to do whatever they feel like they need to do to this baby for the dad or other opposite parent not to get them. This is insane. This is insane. Give me a second. Natty says there's no Mariah. This is a black Casey Anthony with the nanny. So let's get into some of what I got so far. This is insane. So this is the beautiful little girl. She is so gorgeous. Let me take this down real quick, y'all. So gorgeous. This is her missing person flyer that they got. And she's 2 years old, about to be 3. So a lot of people was saying she's 2. A lot of people were saying she's 3. The police originally came out stating that she was 3, and they retracted it and corrected it and said that she's 2. Yeah, this is insane. Genesis Nova Reid, and they got on here 3, but she's actually 2. And they says 3-year-old light-skinned black female in pink Minnie Mouse pajamas, top and bottoms, unknown direction of travel. And this was dated for February 16th. This is insane. I don't know why she hadn't been questioned about this baby disappearing, especially if she's giving this story that she's been given, which is a red flag off top. This is the mom. But they got her currently in custody too. Let's get into some things. So we're going to play this one first.
You can go to jail. Can't blame him. He live in Florida. Oh, he mad. He must have told him she dead. He must have told him she dead. That's the brother right there laughing, doing this stupid shit. That's what brother. That's right. That's the biological daddy right there. Mm-hmm. That's the little girl's daddy. He done drove 3 hours to get here. And they ain't did shit. He said that bullshit, man.
Oh, you know what? I watched that live too when they was searching the first they started searching the tunnels. They were searching down there the sewers, and then they went in the back and was searching the woods. That was the Mariah girl. Oh wow, yeah. The mom is really, she full of it. Royal Queen says the girl that was in Desire Hall live yesterday, that was in the pink doing all that talking, was Mariah, and the baby clearly not with her. Clearly not with her. Wow. Yes, Brown Eyes, she is adorable. These people is sick. They are sick. And then, man, you y'all, after the police left the first day talking to the dad, out there, the live I just showed y'all, I guess they had stopped their search and whatever, which the community wasn't having it, or whatever the case may be. They went that that night and they went into the woods and they found a mattress that was soiled with red stuff. I don't want to say what it is because I don't want to get flagged. But yes, soiled with red stuff on a mattress. And they said it had a smell. This is insane. Man, you, they had the dogs outside when they was searching the woods and stuff. And they said that they basically picked up a scent from this baby in that sewer and in the woods, which means that that baby is somewhere around. And for them to do that, that was kind of, I guess, like a lead. I don't know if the mom is talking or what, but her ass is grass. This whole story makes my ass itch. My sister lives in Enterprise, and we talking about this yesterday. Child, I hate stuff like this. This is beyond me. Look at the little girl. She is adorable. Looking at the smile on her face. Exactly. And I don't know why this woman thought that she was going to get away with something like this when you have a daily routine that you do with this baby, walking her through the apartment complex at a certain time every day. And then you just ultimately stop and nobody ever sees this baby with you again, but you're still walking. That's crazy. The police said they believe the baby is not alive and the mom is the only suspect as of yesterday's press conference. Crazy. This is crazy. We're going to continue. Smiley says, I'm worried that she won't tell what happened because they arrested her already for false police statements. Yep. She going to tell. She's going to tell. Thank you, Sparkle, for the support. I appreciate it. I think she's holding out right now because she think they ain't going to find this baby, but they're definitely going to find this baby. Yes, D, is very sad. Paula says, and the car seat was full of blood. What? Oh, y'all better believe I'm going to catch on up with this. Thank you, Brown Eyes, for that. Thank you, Spec, for that. This isn't, what is she thinking? She did a horrible job. She shouldn't have been doing it anyway, whatever she did to this baby, but she didn't do a good job. She had probably done something to that beautiful baby. Yes, she did. But then they said it was the brother to her that was, when the live I just showed y'all with the dad going off, they said that was the brother that was walking past in the parking lot and he was laughing. What the fuck are you laughing for? Some people sick and selfish. Yes, Butterfly. This is insane. I could never. Let's keep going.
Toddler's mother's story is not quite adding up, leading to more questions. News 4's Jacqueline Lambert explains the new development amid the continuing search for Genesis.
For now, Adrian Reid is held without bond, but eventually a judge will be forced to set bail. However, that amount could be high, as police leave little doubt that they can't rule her out for more serious charges.
On 16 February, the mother, Adrian Reid, reported her child missing at 3:10 a.m., stating that Genesis walked out the front door.
It was then that 2-year-old Genesis Reid became the target of a massive manhunt. Neighbors claimed they hadn't seen Genesis for weeks, and then came word that Adrian implicated a woman she only knew by the first name Mariah. Police aren't sure that woman exists, leaving little doubt officers are zeroing in on Adrian, who is now an accused felon.
Through the investigation, there's enough probable cause that has led to the arrest of Adrian. Adrian Reid has been charged with false reporting to local law enforcement authorities, a Class C felony due to the report alleging imminent danger to a person.
Day 2 of the search provided little comfort to this concerned community. However, law enforcement is not giving up. Reid will appear before a judge soon on these charges.
I will tell you that our office has requested with the judge's office, District Judge Josh Wilson, that we be present at that hearing, whether it be virtual or in person. We will be making arguments for an increased bond outside of the recognized bond schedule for a Class C felony, based on the status of this investigation and other facts and circumstances that we've learned through things like phone dumps and things of that nature.
This is insane. She's going down for the rest of her life. Tamika says they also said the older son moved out to the back of the apartments with some Mexicans because the mom never had food. She was selling the food stamps. How old is the older son that he's able to just move out? That is why she started burning mattresses and car seats and stuff, sick and twisted. Everybody that was in that house going down, and then that brother walking around laughing like something funny, he better get ready too. Because if you knew something and didn't say something, you part of the crime at this point. No, her son is in foster care. That was just a kid. Oh, okay. Thank you, Paula, for that. Because I'm like, how old is the son that he can just move out like that? How can you harm a child you carried for 9 months and a part of you? Exactly, D. I could never. I could never. And don't Spec. Spec says some people don't deserve kids. They don't. That baby's so beautiful. You don't want the baby, but the daddy obviously allegedly want the baby. He's fighting for custody. Give her to the dad. I just don't understand how all these kids keep coming up missing without a trace, body being found or nothing. It's like children are under attack and just disposable to these sick motherfuckers. Man, I'm tired. You said a whole mouthful, Royal. I promise you, I feel the same way. The same way. Hey, no fucks. Giving my girl. Good morning, my girl. Hey, everybody. Good morning. This is sad, y'all. Brittany says this story is sad and heartbreaking. How can you harm your own child? Exactly. What did that baby possibly do to you to make you do this to her? Good morning, Cole. Peace and chat. Good morning, that one. And this is beyond diabolical. If this woman to put this baby in a sewer, why? Yes, y'all hit the like button if y'all don't mind. Thank you. This is insane. Paula says, too many of these stories becoming too common. Please protect what's yours. Exactly. I would never. Y'all got to think the type of individual you got to be to harm a child like that. Because even when you spank a baby, my little heart would be hurt so bad just seeing them cry. You tap them a little bit, they crying like you done killed them. Like you done did the God most awful thing to them. But to take them out, come on now. Raymel says, good morning, Copies TV and everyone. Good morning, Raymel. This is sad. Raymel says, if the brother's laughing, he might have something to do with the baby. Whichever one of them got something to do with it, they both going down because they know. They know. D says, Lord, she is a monster. And is. And then keep that ass locked up. Yep, she got a $1 million bail. And she ain't finna make that. The dad did not want her. That is probably why she did that to that baby. So Spoil saying the dad didn't want her, but people are saying, I had a few people say he wanted custody of her. And from this next clip, I'm gonna show y'all the guy talking. I think he like a police or detective or something, but he was saying most of the time when cases like this happens with kids, it has to do with a custody battle. So I don't know. Thank you, D, for that. Hit the like button coming in. Thanks. Royal Queen says the girl had mental issues and was charged for previously cutting her mom 9 times. 9 times. Well, why the hell they ain't been take this baby from her? Hey, Tutu. Good morning, family. Good morning to you. Why is this baby still in this woman's custody? Hey, Shannon. Good morning. There's no way that this baby should have still been in her custody if she got mental issues. And she done cut her mom 9 times. Please tell me that ain't so. The Bible speaks of these times, unnatural affection. Child. Please tell me that is not true. Because if that is, where's your wrench, Shannon? Hold on, give me a second. You must went in the chat last time when I was giving everybody they wrenches back. Give me a second. I'm giving it to you now. 1 second. Oh, excuse me. You got it now, Shannon. Oh, child. I'm sneezing. Okay, let's catch back up. Spoil says the dad did not want the mom is what you were saying. Okay. Yeah, that's 9 times out of 10. That's all that's always what this be about. And that's what I said early on. Because they don't get along. One don't want the other one. One want custody. The other one just messy. It's messy. And then they put the kids in the middle of it. Vanessa says, "Good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Vanessa." This is sad. Go look at other news coverage about her from yesterday and the day before. They said the baby shouldn't have been in her care. Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Not if she has some mental issues going on and this woman had cut her mom 9 times, why is this baby with her? Or any other kids for them? Well, y'all said the other kid is in foster care. So why this baby with her? Good morning, KP and everyone. Good morning, lovely T. Ooh, this baby was failed horribly by a lot of people. Natty says, I can't understand why the state took the son and left the daughter. Exactly. Why? Shannon says, I stay 28 miles away from there. I'm going to Enterprise this weekend to visit my peeps. Child. Sharon says, it's true. She cut her mother. The dad wanted the baby, not the mom. He should have been gave that baby ASAP. They should have gave him that baby ASAP. You're welcome, Shannon. No, the dad did not want the mother. Yeah, I got what she was saying. No fuss said that brother looked all of slow. He did. I'm looking like he laughing because he looks like he a bit off himself. And the friend that was going off should be questioned too, because she said the baby been gone since the 4th. All of they ass need to be locked up and questioned. Somebody gonna break. I don't understand. If you don't want the baby, give the child to the father. Don't kill the baby. This is beyond heartbreaking. Justice for Meeks. Yes, justice for Meeks. Yeah, it's just as simple as that. You don't want the baby, but you don't want the father to have the baby or nobody else. So you take it upon yourself to take this baby away from everybody. It's insane. This is insane. I could never. Hey, Philly girl. Good morning, y'all. I watched someone live yesterday and it has the lady Mariah in it. Allegedly, Mariah is an addict. Yeah, we was just talking about that. Mariah was in the live, the Nazaya girl, Desire, something like that. I got that live too. She was in that live. I didn't know it was her until somebody just told me. But this is crazy. They should have had her in for questioning. Y'all play too much. Good morning, family. Hey, LaTanya. Good morning. Brittany says the father deserves to know what happened to his daughter, and if the mother has a mental health issue, she should have been with the father to take care of her and healthy and safe and sound. Exactly. We all agree. Let's continue. This is insane. So right here, y'all, this is from Enterprise Police Department. I'm going to read some of it. It says, as the search for 2-year-old Genesis Reid continued Wednesday, the Enterprise Police Department announced new court developments and continued with targeted investigative and search efforts. Genesis' mother, Adrienne Reid, appeared Tuesday afternoon via video conference before Coffee County District Judge Josh Wilson, who set bond at $1 million cash only. If bond is posted, Reid must comply with strict conditions, including GPS monitoring, participation in a court referral program with active drug screening, daily check-ins at the Enterprise Police Department, and remaining in Coffee County unless granted court permission. Until bond is posted, she will remain in custody at the Coffee County Jail. Search operations continue with assistance from East Alabama K-9 Search and Recovery. A certified cadaver K-9 search a significant area surrounding the child's residence. The search did not yield any items of evidentiary value. Enterprise Police Department Chief Michael Moore described the K-9 deployment as a standard investigative measure used to rule out the immediate area around the apartment complex. He said investigators were encouraged by the absence of findings and emphasized that search efforts remain active and methodical. Targeted searches and pursuit of all credible leads will continue as the focus remains on locating Genesis. This is sad, y'all. This is sad. Let me check some more comments. Hey, good morning, Tanisha. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Natty says the dad's girlfriend was more upset than the grandmother and uncle. Was his girlfriend the one that had on the gray jogging pants? No, she didn't have gray jogging pants. She was pushing him back in that live when he was getting upset in the cop's face. They need to lock her mom up from what she posted. What the mom posted, Shannon. Hey, Rhapsody, co-piece and all. Good morning. Good morning. Maybe the age of the child when they took the brother. CPS usually don't want to remove infants even when they should. Child, not where I'm from. Shit, they taking everybody. Everybody got to go. Latanya says good morning. Good morning. Desire posted and said yesterday that was the Mariah girl and for the police to go pick her ass up. Okay. Tammy says, rumor has it that she told a friend when she asked where the baby was, she had to get herself together. What? Well, hell, one of the people that a guy that knows her and sees her and this baby together all the time, walking their usual route, seen her at the store, and he allegedly says that he asked where the baby was, and she said she don't know, and kept going on by her business. Is this woman on drugs as well? I'm asking because things is not sounding right. The fire department put the fire out last month in the woods, but nobody knew she was missing at that point. Child. I don't know, but that bed that was out there, that mattress, it didn't look like it had been on fire, but it was really soaked with red stuff. You should play yesterday's press conference held at 4:30 p.m. Hold on. Tati says 83 likes, 99 in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button, please. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate it. Yes, she did have on gray sweats. Okay, so I was right. Okay. That she missed her grandbaby about a month ago. That's what the grandma said. They supposedly picked up a friend from my city yesterday. Let's keep going, y'all. This is insane. So we're going to start here.
Mom says she woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Her toddler is gone and the front door is open. We've heard this before in other stories. I don't know what her mother, Adrienne Reid, expects us to believe, but she claims in a 911 call that she woke up, baby's missing. Now, she said that she wasn't in her bed, but other reports are that Adrienne slept with Genesis in the same bed. So we've got to get that squared away. But right now, Genesis Reid missing at 3 years old.
Whoa. So, hold on, y'all. Let's read this. Why is this? I got to take that off. Tammy says another rumor has it that a lady came over to get her hair done. She said it smelled funny. Then in a certain area of the apartment, it smelled of bleach, an unfamiliar smell that it smelled awful. Wow. Royal Queen says she has 2 other children. One is in the care of the grandmother and one of the sons was autistic. Baby, this baby should have been with her. Dee says allegedly a lady came to get her hair done by the mother, and she said that she smelled a strong odor and bleach, and a decomposing body is hard to cover up. It's very hard to cover up. It's very hard. Let's continue.
Nova Reid, turning 3 next month. The toddler reported missing Monday when her mom wakes in the early morning hours to find Genesis's bed empty and the front door open. Neighbors fear Genesis missing longer, having last seen her more than a month ago. Genesis, light-skinned African-American with black hair and brown eyes, 2 feet 5 inches tall, 30 pounds, last seen wearing pink Minnie Mouse pajamas. Anyone with info, call Enterprise PD at 334-347-2222.
And neighbors have also reported that they would consistently see the mother with Genesis. So prior to a month ago, they're seeing them all the time. And now that she's reported missing, we learned that they haven't seen her in over a month. One thing that did jump off the page here, this isn't like a house that she walked out of. This is an apartment building where, a complex where you've got a number of neighbors, not a huge wooded area near it. There's a lot of houses and residences all around Apache Drive. So it's very unlikely that this was a wandered off into the woods scenario.
Exactly. That's what I said. That's what red flag number one for her to say. I woke up at 3 a.m. My daughter had them walked out the house. That don't even make sense. A 2-year-old just getting up, walking out the house is insane. That's where they should have got her ass, locked her up then when she made that statement. Man, you, one statement she's saying is she was in her own bed, but people are saying that she told another story that they sleep together, that this baby sleeps with her. So why so many different stories? It's crazy. This is beyond heartbreaking and disturbing. And why did they let that lady keep the baby if she's mentally unstable? It seems like to me what they did was she slipped through the cracks with this baby, which is crazy to me because I've heard at times when people have kids taken from them and they end up having more kids, they take them from them at the hospital because they know already on file that she's not supposed to have these kids. So yes, this baby was failed. The system failed this baby. It's so sad. Yes, they definitely did. They was not on their shit when it came to this baby. My question is, if you saw her walk out, why didn't she stop? That's what I'm saying. That's why it's a red flag. How you gonna say that you woke up at 3 a.m. and she walked out the house? That don't even make sense. Anybody telling a story is not gonna say, I woke up to my baby gone. She just walked out the house. How do you know she just walked out the house if you just waking up to know that she's missing? You're going to feel that baby getting out the bed. Exactly. Dee says the system has failed a lot of children and doesn't get involved until it's too late. So horrible. I can't imagine one of my girls hurting one of my babies. Yes, crazy. This should have never happened. She had moved to Enterprise, wasn't originally from there. So where did she originally get the other kids taken from? Was it Enterprise or was it somewhere else? Because that would explain why this baby didn't get taken. She moved and had this baby somewhere else. The dad and the girlfriend was crying a lot, per the people talking in the live. Right, but then I was in a chat on one I was in a chat on one of the when they was talking about this story on Facebook, and they saying that the dad should be locked up too. Now, why they want the dad locked up? What they trying to say the dad got to do with it? They normally do people have to go to another state over to have the baby in order to keep it. Yeah, that's what I just said. So that's about what she did. The mom's story was bunk. People were seeing her without the baby for a while. They asked the mom where was the baby at. She said she did not. Yeah, I just said that. How you don't know? How you just going casually and say you don't know where your baby at? Ma'am, what? Is you high? Good morning, KP in chat. I didn't get a notification that you was live. I'm going to have to catch a replay. Go unsubscribe, resubscribe, and hit your notification bell just to be on the safe side. But you could just go and hit your notification bell. And good morning to you too. Her mom was telling the father, oh, you just missed her. She knew granddaughter was gone. So you saying Adrian's mom was telling the dad that? She lived in an apartment. Someone would have seen that baby, and allegedly she was seen burning something in the woods on several occasions, but no one said anything. Exactly. Like, that's so weird. Y'all see her burning something in the woods, but nobody spoke up to say anything. And then, yes, you're so right. Somebody would have seen that baby because clearly everybody in the complex saying, a lot of them saying that they know her and the baby, and the baby plays with their kids, and that they are friends with the mom. So if this baby was just wandering about like that, I'm sure somebody would have said something. They would have took this baby in, called the police or called the mama. But none of that happened. So she did something that she wasn't supposed to do. That's true here in Texas. If CPS take one, they will take others. I worked with children in the system. This is sad. Hey, blessed, highly favored. Good morning, KP. This story has pissed me off so bad. The 13-year-old left on his own to live with some Hispanics in the back of her. Somebody else said that in here, and they said that's not true. That her other child is in CPS. They is with, well, not with CPS, but with the grandmother, I believe they said. Basically, that the other child is not in her custody, is with somebody else. So I'm gonna have to go do some more research and find out, because how do you just let your child go live with some Hispanics? First of all, how you just let your 13-year-old leave and go live with some? No, something ain't right. D says justice for Meeks Blackman. Yes, justice for Meeks. Honey says my brother has an older baby mother that had 5 children, lost all of them, and had another son by him, and she don't need him. Ooh, child, and they need to go and take that one too. One of the kids was staying with the Chico family in the complex. See, none of this is right. None of this sounds right at all. That's insane. That's what I said. Something ain't right about this. Is she on drugs? And if her friend Mariah is on drugs, 9 times out of 10, she was too. Purple Paradox says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Purple. Payne says, good morning, KPTV in check. Good morning, Payne. The system always fails these kids. It's crazy, shaking my head. And it is. But you know what they do? The ones that's not supposed to be in the household, they don't mess with majority of the time. The good parents that's doing good by their kids, they snatch them every time. They snatch them every time. How backwards is that? From what Mariah was saying in the background of the Desire Live yesterday, she was having a mental meltdown. Lock Adrian mom up. Adrian is already locked up. They need to lock Mariah up. They need to lock the brother up. Somebody gonna talk. He was burning the mattress. Who was burning the mattress? Because they saying that the mom was back there burning stuff. I don't know. The mattress I seen didn't look like it was kind of dark, but it didn't look burned to me, because you could see all the red stuff on it. It was soaked. When her friend did her live, she said that baby been not there. So in my opinion, she know what happened. They all do. They all do. She also was doing somebody's hair, and the female said, oh yeah, I read that from somebody else. Thank you, honey, for that. The police tested the evidence in the woods, and they said it's unrelated to Genesis. I just hope she didn't do shit to that precious baby. Well, I'm glad it wasn't related to her. If that is the case, Mariah said her kids looked in her window, seeing her talking to a baby doll. And when she went down there, she was beating the baby doll with a hammer. What in the holy fuck? What? And you speaking about Adrian. This is what she was doing, allegedly. Hey, Ingrid. Ingrid says, P.S. the older boy moved in with the Mexican neighbors who lived in the back apartment because the boy said that they never had any food, and the mom selling the baby's food stamps. Child. Then the system be messed up, because it goes on a lot with these females lose custody of their children, and they have more kids by other men and live life. Let's continue, baby. What?
When she woke up this morning at 3 a.m., that's when she noted the child was missing. We have not stopped since 3 a.m. this morning. During the morning hours, we completed a number of searches of the area in close proximity to the residents here.
Reality, Nancy, is that Genesis had a regular routine with her mom. They would walk around the apartment complex. It was a regular thing, walking every day. Family and friends around there had other children playing with Genesis. And all of a sudden, around Christmas time, it stopped. They haven't seen Genesis and Adrian, her mother, walking around the apartment complex together. And when they were questioned, we're talking about people who live with them in the same apartment complex, and I don't want to say anything bad. She's a friend of mine, but I haven't seen this child since Christmas. So
then, okay, I read that. I'm trying to get some of y'all messages. Good morning. It was a burn mattress. Hey, her. Good morning. No fuck said everybody so called said they seen her every day, but it's been weeks since they seen her. So why not say anything? That's what I'm saying. Nobody said nothing. Bless says, oh, okay. I do believe they ended up getting him. The boy said there was never any food in the house. Just the front door open. Lie. Crazy heifer. Child. She have 3 kids. One is with in juvenile, one with his dad and baby girl. This is insane. How a 2-year-old got up and walked out the house. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just coming back in. How many kids does she have? They said 3, that one. That is insane. Natty said the 13-year-old was there in the gray sweatshirt with black back. Said his mother told him it was almost over. What? So the 13-year-old was there in the gray sweatshirt with black on, said, and his mother told him it was almost over. What the hell? She said, I love being a mom. Cannot imagine. Exactly. Ingrid says, justice for Meeks, justice for Katie Scott, and justice for baby Genesis. Yes. Honey says she burned the mattress and it was blood everywhere in the car seat in the blanket, and on. Man, they should have just went on ahead and charged her with unaliving at this point. Because what, all this blood, damn, reporting a false report, filing a false report, it's blood at this point. They all know what happened to her, if you ask me. Yep, that's what I'm feeling like. Was the other child home when she unalived the child? That's what we don't know. They saying that the other child lived in the back with the Mexicans. She had 2 boys take the mattress. Then days later, the mom burned the mattress and left the car seat in the woods. Child, Honey says, and from my understanding, the father was trying to get the daughter. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Good morning, Jazzy. Jazzy says, good morning, Copies, KP family and friends. Blessings to all. Don't know what we're doing, but I'll catch up. Yeah, we're talking about the 2-year-old Genesis Reid that's missing. That's what we're talking about. Yep, if you go watch the whole live, you will hear Mariah saying all that, because she said when she went down there, she was beating the dial with the hammer. She knocked on the door and asked, was she okay? What if you see this woman, listen to how this sounds. If you see this woman beating a baby down, you don't see the 2-year-old nowhere. Y'all ain't seen this baby in weeks. Why are you not calling the police, especially if you know that she's having a mental breakdown? It's almost like she didn't want to let the girl go to lose her benefits or something. Sometimes that's what it be, especially if she was getting some type of cash assistance too, but she getting food stamps, so she's selling the food stamps to allegedly get drugs if she on drugs. So that makes sense. The lights was off and there was no food in the refrigerator. Lord, it's getting crazier and crazier. Yes, Shannon, this is crazy. If she got mental issues, why the men having babies with her? I know the signs were there while they were involved with her. That's just sad to hurt a child, period. And you logically, that would be a question to ask, but you got to think, these people don't even be caring about who they sleep with, who they lay down with. They in the moment and they just want some booty. That's what that is. That's just what that is. And it's crazy. Because if you logically think about it, you wouldn't want to lay down and sleep with somebody that you know got mental illness and possibly end up getting pregnant by you, which could possibly lead to your baby having some type of condition. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people don't think like that. She took them on a wild goose chase. Yep. And that's why they might as well tie her ass up like a goose, because she called him on February 8th or sometimes stating she didn't know where the baby was. And she wasn't panicking or nothing, huh? We know why she wasn't. Good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Kimberly. Let me keep going before I lose track.
Reality, Nancy, is that Genesis had a regular routine with her.
We work with children under the age of 5. Okay. It's very likely going to have something to do with a custody issue. Okay. And something jumps out to me in this story that law enforcement is not currently requesting any major search effort or help from the public. Okay. So what that indicates to me is that there's an investigation going on. Where was Genesis? Did she travel anywhere with her mother around Christmas time? Who were they with? And could she be staying there with a friend or a family member as a part of a greater custody battle? So, that's a point of hope for the public here and a point of hope for Genesis, that could be the case.
Bless says, and the crazy bitch talking about she burned the bed because it had evil in it. What? Oh, y'all don't worry, baby, because I'm just fresh getting on this, but I'm finna go and I'm finna deep dive. Honey says the lie about her walking out the house at 2 a.m. and 2 a.m., 3 a.m. or whatever it was, that's a lie. She made that up. Exactly. Dee says people don't want to get involved in other people's business, but when my children were young, I knew all of the kids who played at my house. I would have asked, where's the baby? Call me nosy. Exactly. When you see something, you say something. I don't care about nobody saying being nosy, nothing. When you see something ain't right, you say something. Especially when it comes to these kids. These kids can't speak for themselves. They can't help themselves. No fuck said everybody that knows or had a feeling something happened should feel ashamed. This is ridiculous and demonic. Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly. Honey says they know she did something like unalive to the baby. That's why they locked her up. They just trying to find the daughter. Right. Bless says they said that wasn't blood because they had the cadaver dogs out there. Okay. Judge said, wow, this is crazy. It's very crazy. Sparkle says the search and rescue is being done to have concrete evidence before they body slam that mother. So sad. They need to, I hope they hurry up and find this baby. It's been so cold outside and everything. This is what I'm saying. Roy says the neighbor sent the video of the mom taking a Nike tote bag in the woods at 4 a.m. That was on the original live. The lady named Norma. I think I have to go see. If you find it, Royal, send it to me. I will appreciate it. Send it to my email or my DM. Honey says the doll was not a real doll. That was her daughter. Well, I hope not. Not with a freaking hammer. Ooh, I don't even want to know the details when they find out. I promise you. This is despicable. Was she beating? See? But that's what Honey just said. It was her actual baby. Right now, we just speculating. We see. This is crazy. Paula says during the live, it was a kid telling it all. Go back and listen to who recording and their child asking a bunch of questions. Kid narrated the whole scene. And I wanted that this kid go and tell they parent. And then, see, a lot of stuff just don't make sense to me. And a lot of stuff I just can't understand. Like, if this kid saying all of this, did you tell your parent? And why the parent didn't fucking go say something? Didn't go call the police? Yes, this is very horrible. Especially if everybody know this woman the way that they saying that they know her. So y'all know she got issues. Y'all know she on drugs, allegedly. All alleged I'm speaking about. So allegedly, y'all know she got issues. Y'all know she on drugs. Why nobody reported this woman? She was a beautiful baby girl. I pray the baby gets justice because she didn't ask to be here. Exactly that one. This is crazy. Honey says, you know what's crazy is it's a lot of other females doing the same thing. I live around them. I see it. Child, I'll be anonymous as fuck making calls 24/7. I promise you. Her so-called friend said the mama called the daddy and the daddy, she was about to make a missing report and he drove from Florida. Yep. Because he was out there. He Be Sexy says, good morning, KP and chat. Welcome back, KP. Good morning, Be Sexy. Thank you. Johnny says, good morning, KP and chat. How y'all doing on this blessed day? Good morning. I am doing just fine. Honey says she was going to try to get money off of this situation. Child, we ain't supporting no GoFundMe from the mama. Mm-mm. Good morning, KP. Good morning, Charlotte. Mm-mm. That's probably what she was going to try to run after next, was start a GoFundMe. No, ma'am. Lock that ass up. Miss Easy says, shit, all that stuff going on in that house, I don't blame the baby for walking out, even though I don't believe she did. Yeah, that baby could have never. Chris says, good morning, KP. Cold Peace and chat. Good morning, Chris. Sharon says, on day one, they entered the apartment and Blue lifted up on the blinds. They took 9 brown bags of evidence that day. Yeah, I seen the video of them coming out. Did I screen record that? We finna get back to it because I think I recorded that. We got stuff that we need to be nosy. Yeah. Bless says, a guy said the last time Genesis was seen was Valentine's Day. There's no way my damn 2-year-old wandering out the house for one. All my kids slept with me until they couldn't no more. And allegedly Genesis slept with Adrian. I think that the baby mama was jealous of the dad's girlfriend because he didn't want her. So the baby mama harmed the child to get back at the father. Mental health is real. It's very real. No Fuck said they took a rug, a piece of wall of or shelf from that house, and a lot more stuff. Something happened in that apartment. It definitely did. They ain't taking all that for nothing. Thank you, Spec, for the disclaimer. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. 163 people watching. How many likes do we got? Because it was like 200 and something at first. Did she lock up? It almost looked like she's smiling. Baby, I would have a nice little time with her if I was locked up with her. Did I play
And
this?
you have to understand, the FBI can be called in to assist. They're going to have greater resources, tracking cell phones, and things like that. So, the local law enforcement enterprise may have well just called them in.
And we've been walking with her mom on Apache Drive almost daily up until about a month ago when Adrian suddenly stops the practice. Vanessa Marana, whose daughter frequently plays with Genesis, says she hasn't seen the toddler since Christmas. Another neighbor says he runs into Adrian shopping alone on Valentine's Day. When he asks where her daughter is, Adrian replies, "I don't know," and abruptly walks away.
My bad, y'all. I had to go out and come back in. Did y'all hear that whole video? I'm gonna play it again because I had to go out and come back in. Sorry. My screen wasn't moving for me, so I had to go out and come back in.
Walking with her mom on Apache Drive almost daily up until about a month ago when Adrian suddenly stops the practice. Vanessa Marana, whose daughter frequently plays with Genesis, says she hasn't seen the toddler since Christmas. Another neighbor says he runs into Adrian shopping alone on Valentine's Day. When he asks where her daughter is, Adrian replies, "I don't know," and abruptly walks away.
That is fucking insane. She say, "I don't know," and hurry up and walk away. Ushi Bad says, good morning, KP. Good morning, Ushi Bad. No Fuck said, I heard that kid saying stuff, even something like, why keep it a secret? Why not tell? That kid was saying some stuff. Child. And if that kid was saying all that, he went back and told an adult. And the fact that them adults didn't do nothing is crazy. D says, KP, I definitely don't want to know how it happened because this is so painful to even talk about. My heart is completely broke. I pray that they don't let her plead insanity. She ain't plead nothing. Nothing at all. They need to get, baby, they need to bring the chair back to a lot of states. I promise you. I bet you a lot of this stuff would more than likely simmer down. Sharon says the police called the dad to verify he had the child, and that's how he knew and drove 3 hours to get there. What? Bless says, and yesterday evening they were checking the drains on the street. KP, I'm on this case. I'll send you anything I find out new. Yeah, I got that too. They was checking the drains. If y'all just stay a little longer, we could watch that too. I have to load them in. I would lose my mind about my kids coming up missing. Exactly. Like, she did nothing. Child.
Option to search and nobody wants to search.
Y'all with us for somebody to come back tomorrow. Fuck tomorrow. This today.
Mom says she woke up.
My bad, y'all. Hold on.
Option to search and nobody wants to search.
Y'all with us for somebody to come back tomorrow. Fuck tomorrow. This today.
Nigga, why would you come back tomorrow in the first place? Do the work right now. Nigga, it's your job. Oh my God. That's straight blood. Straight blood. That's not dirt. Fuck no, that's not dirt. They found it. Wait, hold on.
That's like blood. Bro, this is blood.
I need a flashlight real quick. Hold on.
Don't touch.
Look at that. I was smelling something for hours. And they found it in there. Hold on.
So bad.
You can't see, but it's like in a little ditch. Like where the sewers is, a little creek.
Philly says the mom knew what she was doing. It's way too many holes in her story. Then tried to mask the smell of her place with bleach. Is crazy. That's why she can't plead insanity. If you crazy, you don't do all those. You don't go to those measures to try to cover up a crime that you did because you not thinking like that. Like you didn't like literally flipped your switch. Like you done literally flipped your switch. You don't think logical like that to try to cover up something. So she definitely can't plead insanity because she tried to hide what she did. Paula says it was a live KP as the police were searching outside. The kid was throwing out assumptions. He also said it was a good thing the other kids were took. They threw so much out there so they know more. And this is all a kid. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can bring in some other things.
Nova Reid, turning 3 next month.
I had to delete some stuff.
And you have to understand,
this is diabolical. To do this to a 2-year-old is insane. Your own child at that. Child. Give me a second, y'all. Hopefully they don't take long to load in, but child. Shannon says the mayor told these people to stand down and let them do their job. Yeah, they saying the police is upset because they saying social media is putting out misinformation and things of that sort too. She ain't cray. She know what she was doing and do. She definitely know what she was doing. D says, can you imagine how afraid that baby was? No matter what the situation was, it's bad. So many people failed her. Now they're in uproar and it's too late. That baby is gone. Yeah, I hate to say it, but that's what it's looking like, that baby is gone. I feel that the police know it's bad news because why no search parties or anything? Child, this is insane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to do some more research and we're going to do another live today about this. This is insane because right now it's taking too long for me to upload the videos in. So I'm going to come back and do another live with y'all and we're going to talk about those that because they was coming out the house. I literally got it where they was coming out the house. They had so much shit. They had brown bags. They know that this baby ain't here no more. I'm going to just say that. The neighbors wanted to form a search party and the police said no. Well, why say no? Because she still got to be found. Why say no? Let them form a search party. Let them do that. Obviously, the mama wasn't trying to do nothing. KP, I love this show and keep up the good work of encouraging others and being positive and spreading the truth. Also, isn't it a safe haven place where she could have taken that baby to. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you love it over here. A lot of people do. Because y'all be going crazy when I ain't here. I'm like, okay, don't worry, I'm coming back. But it's she had a lot of options she could have done as far as this baby. One mainly being give her to her dad. But you so bitter, you don't want to do that. Well, take over that to her grandma. One of the two. If the dad's mom's still alive, do something. You family members, if they don't want the baby, they could call CPS and have this baby taken or something. She could have did plenty of things, and she refused to do that. She took it upon herself to go and take this innocent baby out. It's crazy. Brittany says the neighbors, the father and his girlfriend is worried about the little girl and trying to find her. Them neighbors of Adrian's is a little late because they should have been stepped up and called the police and said something. They could have did a what you call it, a wellness check on the baby. They could have said, we need a wellness check because we haven't seen this baby and we normally see her on a regular basis and we ain't seen her since such and such time. They didn't even do that. They need to look deep in them woods. Yep, they gonna have to, because what she could have went too far with this baby. Paula says, yep, and those people saw that mattress after the police took car seat and dumped mattress back down and left. It was daylight when police started and they ended before sunset. So the police, hold on, you said, yep, and those people saw that mattress after the police took car seat and dumped mattress back down. So the police put the mattress back down. So did they actually test it? Because somebody's saying that they saying that wasn't related to Genesis. Good morning, KP and chat. Good morning, Sylvia. Shannon says, I message you. I have another iPhone today. Damn, Android. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. Bless says, we love you, KP. You like a sister to me, for real, for real. Since my sister don't like me, I'm recruiting me some new ones. Hey, you got some new ones over here. I love y'all too, Bless. Child, sometimes you got to take a mental break. But I was like, fuck my life. My electricity, and then my damn internet. I said, whoa, child, the devil is really trying to keep me away from these YouTube streets doing what I do best. And that's bring cases and we talk about it and we get to the bottom of it. It's not going to stop. Did they ever say what was in the manhole they opened yesterday behind the mom apartments? Not that I've seen so far, but I got some research I gotta do, baby. I'm on this. Ushi Bass says, can we start up hearts for baby girl KP Justice? Or yes, we can do that. Yellow hearts for Genesis. Y'all. Let's do it. Yeah, that's true, Kopi TV. No fuck said laugh out loud, not too much on the Android as Shannon. Shannon said he over it. Philly says, I'm nosy. After not seeing the baby for a few days, I'm asking about the baby, then calling the cops to do a welfare check, especially knowing the mom and baby had a routine walk daily. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. This is all I'm saying. There's no way nobody didn't. It's fuckery. It's insane. Now everybody want to be on camera, crying, talking about how their kids played with the baby or how close they was to the baby and the mom. Baby, miss me with that shit. Now I'm getting mad. Let me calm down. Shannon says the mattress was burnt last month. Now it's gone for testing. So that mattress I just showed y'all, they took that one. Paula says, I feel you blessed and highly favored. Laugh aloud. Please remember to hit the like button. Thank you, Spec. How many likes we got? No fuck said right at Philly, because ain't no way I'll be able to keep quiet on that. Exactly. And she's so beautiful. Like, she the type of little girl that everybody like would literally gravitate to and probably would want to be her godmom type of thing, or always gonna be there to want to help with her, knowing that her mama ain't got shit together. So they all failed this baby. They failed this baby. Philly, y'all had me rolling last night. That one says, if she took the baby to the woods, ain't no telling what animal may have gotten a hold of. Oh, I don't even want to think about that one. That's horrible. Tati says, I'm just a subscriber and I always take a mental break. YouTube will break you down for real. Yeah. Thank y'all for them yellow hearts for Genesis. Thank you. This baby needs justice. And then mom, I promise you, I wish they could get her lethal injection or something. Thank you, KP, for all you do. I really appreciate you. You're welcome, Johnny. D says, yes, I bet the baby is in the woods. I bet there's a lot of evidence in the woods. I bet it is too. Justice for Genesis. I thought they didn't take the mattress. I'm going to have to go do some research, because some saying they didn't. Some saying they did. Some saying they said that it was no evidence of Genesis on that mattress. So, hey, I'm new on it. We're going to figure it out. We will figure it out. Tati says, I love Androids, but I have both. Hate iPhones, though. Always begging. Tati says 121 likes, 136 watching. Y'all get the likes up. Lula May says, good morning, Copies. Good morning, Lula May. This is horrible. This little baby did not deserve whatever happened to her. Yes, they took some stuff that was burnt. Oh, they did? Okay. Shannon says, yes, they took some stuff that was burnt. D says, justice for Genesis, justice for Omika. Yes. Oh, them hearts look so pretty together, y'all. Honey says, I swear I would have had Genesis with me every day. I'm telling you, that's why I made the statement, because that's how I am. Like, I am a mother. And man, Drew, I got 4 girls. Like, and she is so gorgeous. I would have had that baby with me every day. They was looking in sewers yesterday. Yep. I got that laugh too. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about it. This is crazy. Yes, y'all lighting it up. I love it. So I'm wondering, did the dad stay is he staying for a couple of days or what? Because how the police going to say no, they don't do no searches? The dad can organize that. That's the daddy. Why he can't do it? Why wouldn't y'all want the public to help? I can't imagine what happened to that baby, to the baby. I'm hanging on to hope. Philly. At this point, because they saying they found blood on the car seat and everything, I'm thinking that baby is gone. I really just don't want to know how. Tati says they need to give evaluations on the pregnant women. Because, being pregnant, that's a lot. And a lot of people can't handle what comes with being pregnant. And even after being pregnant, after delivering, like that postpartum shit is real. It'd be a lot going on with people mental. And you're right. They should start a thing. The fire department changed their statement up yesterday. What statement did they make, and what did they change? No fuck said, I know I seen them take the car seat and blanket for sure though. Oh my Lord. Ingrid says, KP, them neighbors are the real ghetto Barbara Walters. They stayed with this story after the cops told them to go inside. So thank you to the Enterprise Alabama peeps. Yeah. They gonna get everything on camera. Yes, let's get the likes up. Thank you, D, for that. D says, KP, I was so worried about you. I kept coming to old lives looking for you. Laugh aloud. So happy to be back with my YouTube family. Child, I'm here. We all here. That's one thing we gonna do. When y'all see them lives, y'all gonna come on back and migrate. We gonna come back like we never left. Yeah, man. I just had some technical difficulties going on. I had to get that situated because when I say, look, that type of thing happening to me, when I say I was pissed and it took me a minute to gather myself, because I just hate when stuff just it's like nonstop, back to back, something. It's just something. Like a never ending story. Like I was pissed. I leave for like an hour or two, come back, lights is out. Get that back on. Internet is out. What the fuck? No. That little girl was so precious. I wouldn't have never took my eyes off of. Damn, where is that baby? Exactly. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I want to know about Adrian's mom. Because I know somebody said that she cut her mom 9 times. But I wonder if she still had a relationship with Adrian and was talking to her on a like regular basis or occasionally. And I want to know, did she ever ask to speak to her granddaughter? Like, what was that conversation about with her and Adrian about the baby? Because every time I talk to my mama, she gonna ask me about her grandkids, and they grown as hell in their own places now. She asks me every time what they doing, where they at. So we need to know. I think they want no one to help because they already know where they searching at. Child. You said some stuff to me on Instagram. I'm gonna have to go look. They were searching in the drain and in the woods yesterday with the dogs. Yeah, I know. I got that video. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna do another live today. The daddy was on everybody's ass, and I don't blame him. I don't either. As he should. He need answers. Hell, now the public need answers. Justice for Ramika, justice for Genesis. Yes, justice for both of these beautiful people. This is insane. Shannon says go check out the .chew on Instagram and Facebook. I see people talking about that in the live when they was checking the sewers and stuff, and they was waiting on the .chew to come. What is .chew? I think they already know. Child. So she probably done told them already what his baby at, and they just waiting to release that she told them where to locate her at until they actually found her body. Child. That ain't nothing but the devil. OMG, I get so angry when it comes to children. Shit's sad. Me too. Because I could never. Deja Hall was streaming yesterday, watching everything. Don't put no content creators in the chat. Because I think you're talking about that content creator, right? And it's crazy, but I've noticed a lot of women are experiencing postpartum nowadays more than ever. Yeah. Yeah. 133 in the chat, 127 likes. Get the likes up, y'all. Yeah, that's what I thought. And then right when I mentioned it, they said the mom was on drugs, of course. Especially if her friend was on drugs, 9 times out of 10, she was on drugs too. And this is why she wasn't having food in the house, because she was selling the damn stamps to get drugs. And it's crazy because them drugs the drugs are more important to them than they kids are. That's sad. What can a toddler do so wrong that you can harm them? Exactly, Philly. Not shit. They were saying they were crackheads. That's what it's boiling down to. That's what it's seeming like. Yes, I know when I worked for Duke Energy and when there was an outage, we worked mandatory overtime to assist customers. Baby, I want to jump through the damn phone on these folks. Y'all know how I am. Baby, somebody had to come over and keep me sane, because at that point I was ready. I ain't even gonna say what I was gonna say, because I ain't no terrorist. But baby, y'all better come get my shit back on. Man, I had my 2-year-old granddaughter here with me, and I was not trying to take her back home, but I had to take her back home because I wanted to keep my baby another night. Justice for 2 lives that are gone too soon. Yes, justice for both of them. And don't worry, we're gonna get back on Meeks. Good morning, Cold Piece of Chat. Good morning, Teresa. Fucking with my livelihood. Give me my electricity and my internet. Good morning, Co-Peace. Good morning, Zakaya. Kelly Kimball, thanks for the support. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yes, thank you, Specs, for that. Hold on, let's go. So it's the yellow hearts for Genesis, y'all. I appreciate that. Shannon says she's a local lady in my city that reports the local news. Oh, okay, that's who that is. Dot Chu is the name. Okay. Brown, I said thank you for your support at Kelly. Miriam, good morning. Miriam says, Grand Rising, I am praying that it changes from justice to prosperity spoken because every life matters while living. Yes. This woman need her ass beat. I promise you. I'm telling you, nothing. Was she out there in that? Because I'm not sure. But was she out there in that parking lot on that live when the dad was out there? Because if she was, nothing would have stopped me from whipping that ass. I'm sorry, I don't promote violence, but baby, where's his sisters at? Because somebody should have been all over that. Why was the grandma and that one girl about to fight? I didn't understand that. The signs show she not here anymore. Exactly. They do a search. They could mess up crime scene or evidence. Well, that's true. No fuck said, so what the hell? She was tweaking, out spooking and shit. Like, damn, you didn't have to hurt baby girl at all. At all. Dark and Lovely says, good morning, Cole, piece of check. Good morning, Dark and Lovely. This is sad. And that's exactly what it is, Tanisha. They know that this baby ain't here no more. I don't know. She probably gave them where this baby could be at, and they just not saying it publicly yet until they literally get her body, because they don't want people doing the search. Like they already came out and spoke and said they don't want people doing the search. Baby, this is horrible. I dealt with postpartum bad. I had to reset my mind. Everything was hurting my feelings, and I was lacking in every angle. I prayed my way. I sit now with a scheduled life of positivity. Man, that postpartum will do you one. I'm for real. I ain't never dealt with it, but I know it will. KP, I'm glad that's all it was with you. Yeah, that's all it was. Justice for Genesis, justice for Ramika. Yes, justice for both of them. That's crazy. It hurts. You got it. Now she in there going through withdrawals and everything. Now you hurt, motherfucker. It's your time to hurt. At Blessed, the girlfriend said, lock up the grandma because she know more. That's what I was saying, Shannon. Like, Sharon, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know she was talking to her daughter possibly and things of that nature. You ain't never asked about your granddaughter. You ain't never had an inkling that you ain't heard from her or nothing. So you ain't never called the police to do something ain't right. And they better not put the mom in PC, put her in general population. Yep, I agree. Candyman diffuse shit from social media. Sharon, the grandmother and family said they standing with her daughter. What? Oh yeah, that grandma need to be questioned too. That girl said the mama was lying. They been knew and she wanted to whoop her. I believe it. I don't care what you say. I believe it. How you standing with her and your granddaughter ain't nowhere to be found, and it's all signs that something has happened to this baby? Make that make sense. Good morning, KP and Chat. Good morning, Ian Clark. I don't give a damn. If I got an inkling that you done did something to my granddaughter, I'm telling on your ass, and I'm gonna help them put you away, daughter or not, son or not. No, these kids didn't ask to be here, and these still my grandkids, and I love them. You're going down, ma'am. Or sir. Yeah, lock the grandma up too. The likes are liking. Thank you, Spec. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Ingrid says, when the mom comes down off her high, she will confess where that baby is at. Make me sick. She playing games. This is insane. 136 likes, 136 watching. Thanks for getting those likes up. Thank you guys. This is insane that this woman did whatever I hope she did not do that with no hammer to that baby. I believe the mom was keeping the daughter out of spite and benefits. Yeah, that's exactly what this was, in my opinion. Teresa says they said the grandmother wasn't crying or anything at the scene. Well, somebody send me the footage of this grandmama. I'm finna go do my research anyway, but I'm finna get on her ass. If the grandmother is standing with the daughter, she knows what happened to her granddaughter. Belinda says, yes, I ask about my grandkids all the time. My mama, I was just talking to my mom yesterday, and I'm sitting at my daughter's house. We chilling. And she like, this is how my mom is, literally. She asks about every last one of my kids individually. She will say each one of their names and ask about them and ask how they been and what they are doing. So you can't tell me that this grandmother don't know something. She knows something. Tammy says, the mama cray cray too, KP. She snapped about being told that she was going to be questioned by police. That's because that hit a nerve. That hit a nerve. That's why she snapped. Because she knows child, lock her up too. Belinda said, yes, I ask about my grandkids all the time. Okay, I read that. Dee says, yes, when my daughter was dealing with postpartum, I stepped in and kept my grandchild and gave her time to heal. Justice for Genesis, justice for Ramika Meeks Blackman. Yes, and that's true because, like I told you, I just had a new grandbaby. And I told his mom, I said, listen, you are a first-time mom. If you need any help, call me. If I got to come out of town to you, I will do just that and help you with this baby. I'll stay as long as I need to help you with this baby, or I will get the baby and I will keep him. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it can be, and especially you a first-time mom at that. Don't One thing I ain't gonna do, I'm not about to play about these kids. I'm telling you. Diane says, sounds to me like mental illness must run through the bloodline if they're standing with this girl. Exactly. I'm not gonna lie. That brother that was walking through the parking lot, he looked a little touched. He looked a little touched. I believe the grandmother was on drugs as well. This is crazy. Sharon says, yes, it's hell or jail. Skip bail. I know, right, Shannon? I'm glad to be back. Brown Eye said, postpartum is a lot to go through. I've been there, but thank you, Jesus. I never had a thought to harm any of my kids. Ooh, I'm glad you got through it, because I done heard, I done did research, I done did a lot and learned about that postpartum and how it affects you, like for real. Teresa says, my grandchildren, and my daughter live with me, and even when they go away, I'm on the phone with them, making sure they okay. I don't play when it comes to them. Exactly, as you should not play. Miriam says, people have to start actively caring for one another before an investigation or GoFundMe is needed. Fuck being nosy when you can save lives. I second that. Teresa says, my grandchildren and daughter live with me. Even when they go away, I'm contacting and making sure they are right. Sharon says, yes, I talk to my grandchildren every day. We have a group text, just me and grandchildren. I can't wait to be able to do that with mine. They still babies. Ooh, I'm going to love it. Brown Eye says, this is my first time hearing about this baby. I'm at work and can't engage a lot, but I'm definitely catching your live later on. Okay, Brown Eyes, have a great day at work too. Empress says, happy Thursday, KP in chat. Happy Thursday, Empress. Damn right. Like, this is insane. Yes, because I don't understand. Maybe it's just not for me to understand, but I don't get how these parents get to do this to these kids, but before this happening to the kids, they parents don't step in. Y'all don't know y'all kids well enough to know that they dealing with something or they got issues happening where y'all can nip this in the bud before it get too far. I don't understand. Sharon says, yes, I had every birth and stay as long as needed. Marion says there was no label on it, but in the past when you had a baby, they'll just make sure to be there. We need that again. Butterfly says some grandmothers are not grandmothers, and it appears the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. That's what I'm saying. Man, I'm a different type of grandmother. I promise you. And mother. Tamiko says, good morning, KP. Everyone involved needs to be in jail. Shaking my head. And dude, that's what I keep saying. Lock all of them up. Somebody gonna spill the beans. Ingrid says, yeah, we ain't done with the predators, baby bro up there dropping his seed all over the place. Then when the baby comes and he's jealous of the attention that his baby is getting. Dee says, as a grandparent, I would be crazy. I don't even like for my babies to be disciplined. So if something like this would have happened, I would turn them in myself. I play no games about my babies. Listen, my grandson got in trouble yesterday when I was over to their house, and I'm sitting there trying to be strong and stand with my daughter, because he did something he shouldn't have done. But then I just was like, oh, come here, G-Mom baby. Come here. He looked up at me and reached his arms out and started coming to me. I said, see, this is what grandparents is for. I said, boy, I'm soft as hell. But no, this should never happen to these babies. No fuss said, I just was telling my son about postpartum because his girlfriend was acting weird, he said. So he been down there ever since, and I checked in daily, as you should, because that's really, it's getting bad. Sparkle says, when my grandbaby comes over, the air mattress goes up in the living room so I can see the door. Teresa says, they were saying the son doesn't live with all. He lives around the corner with some Mexican friends because the mother never has food. Yeah, they've been saying it in the chat this morning too. That's insane. And my son ain't going to live with nobody. No Mexicans, no nothing. People do stuff to kids every day, all day. Hold on. This just be insane. I don't understand. Tati, they be knowing but be in denial. This is the first I'm hearing of this. Also, I'm going to look up details. Okay, Ian Clark. Yes, it's a big story right now. It's getting bigger. It's getting very big because this baby has not been seen and hasn't been found yet. Don't like for them to be disciplined, and don't. Even though I be telling my daughters, I'm like, y'all gonna have to teach them. Like you talk to them and teach them. No. Like you can't do that. But then I'll be like, don't yell at them not too much. Don't do too much. They're yelling. Then they be looking at me like, but you said we gotta show them and we gotta teach them. Well, not right now, damn it. Do it when I'm not here. Ian Clark says KP grandkids call me G-Ma too. Yeah, they call me G-Ma. It was my oldest grandson came to visit me one weekend. I kept him. And out of nowhere, he was just like, G-Ma. I was like, what he just say? My son said, you heard him? I was like, what he just say? He was like, he just called you G-Ma. I said, since the fuck when? Where he come up with that name? I said, I love it because I've been sitting here thinking what I'm gonna have these kids call me because I don't look like a grandma and I don't want y'all to call me grandma. It got to be something stylish. Them kids was cracking up laughing at me. I was like, okay, I'm sticking with G-Ma. I love it. Teresa says she should have left the child with the father when he had her on Christmas if she couldn't deal with her or couldn't take care of her. Exactly. So he had her on Christmas. I would have kept my baby. Pam says, KP, your voice is coming in and out. It is? God damn it. Y'all, is it coming in and out for y'all, my voice? Somebody let me know. Mima is a good one too, because he called me that one day too. But for some reason, he stuck with G-Ma. And I like G-Ma. Oh, it's not? Okay. Well, let me continue. Maybe you got to go out and come back in. You said my voice going in and out. Pam, go in and come back. Go out and come back in. Sharon says, yes, I reported my neighbors for dog abuse, so I will definitely call them folks on humans. Call me nosy, snitch. I don't care. Hey, it is what it is. When it comes to these kids, it ain't no such thing as being nosy or a snitch. The son is hopefully questioned because I am sure he knows a lot about his mom, and the fact he moved out speaks volume. Exactly. My 23-year-old grandson is calling me Gemma. Is that what you said? And Yay Yay. Okay. Gemma and Yay Yay. Ingrid, P.S. Being a grandparent is great. I love it. Nazir, Maya, Elise, Lamont Jr., Haley Rose, Britton, and Bria. That grandmom sucked. Genesis deserves so much better. Yes, so much better. I love those names, by the way, Ingrid. Clock it. Me, ma. I'm telling you, that's the way I just said it is how my grandson said it. He said, he'd be like, me, ma. Child, I love my grandkids. No, you sound fine to me. Okay, thank y'all. Okay, yeah, she just got to go out and come back in. D says, my children calls my mom real mama. My oldest granddaughter, okay, thank you, Tanisha. My oldest granddaughter, she called me mama sometimes. And my daughter be getting mad. She be like, I'm your mama. That's your G-ma. I be like, hey, when the energy is there, they know what a real mama look like. Not saying you ain't a real mama. I'm just saying, like, they feel that love, that energy, like they get from you as a mom. So she calling me mom, she like, shoot, y'all one and the same. Both of y'all my mamas. Okay, thank you, Butterfly, for that. My 2-3-year-old grandsons call Meg Ma and Yay Yay. I love it. Yeah, they did this baby this service for sure. Okay, thank you, no fucks. Tammy says my oldest daughter suffered postpartum, and wait, you said my oldest daughter suffered postpartum, and other family members stepped in, and you and other family members stepped in and helped. It is her first baby as well. Oh, she's so grateful to have y'all, because a lot of these young girls be going through this stuff alone. Even though they have people around them, they don't help them. They don't talk to them. They don't guide them. They don't do nothing. But baby, I'll be full on with my kids. Sharon says, I have a great granddaughter and her mom FaceTime daily. And I be smiling like a chess cat. Child, every time I get a FaceTime, a video, anything, I'll be smiling from ear to ear. Sparkle says, I wanted Nana or G-Ma. My G-baby called me Baba. I'm not the granddad. Yeah, I like G-Ma. D says, that's exactly what I was saying. If I didn't hear from my babies, it's a whole problem because my mom is important to them. And if we don't talk for a day or so, then I'm calling to see what's going on. As you should. I don't know what the hell. That grandma, yeah, I need to fan them videos. Because no, what you mean you stand with your daughter? Shani says, I love my grandkids to death, but I'm old fashioned when it comes to this discipline. They call me mom. Okay, thank you, Brown Eyes, for that. Yay means mother in Yoruba. Okay, now. I'll be learning some stuff over here. Johnny says, yeah, grandkids will give you your own name. Mine called me Gibby, and my husband, Grampy. We love it. Hey, now. Dark and Lovely says, I have 3 sets of grandkids. I am grandmom to one set, Nana to a set, and Gigi to the last. Period. So you got multiple names. No fuck said, I told my son I'm Cookie and his baby my Cookie Crumb. Period. I love this. Grandparents to the rescue. Sharon says, my kids say the grandchildren are my pimps. We need the old grandmother's morals back. I ain't gonna lie, these grandkids do be pimping us because they think they can get away with anything around us. And they know they'll be done something wrong, and they'll look right at us like, kid her, don't let her do nothing to me. Larnetta says, good morning. Good morning. You hear me just fine? Okay. Thank you. Thank y'all for that. But yeah, y'all, we got to dig into this one. We got to see what's going on. And, oh, man, I just know, I hate to say this to y'all, but I just really feel like this baby is no longer here. And I think the police knows that as well. But they not going to tell us specifically until they retrieve her body. That's what I feel like. Because I feel like that she done told them certain things, probably not everything, but certain things. This is sad. This is sad, bro. Why not leave the baby with the daddy? Why not? Then you get all these neighbors that know this baby, see this baby on a regular basis, help with this baby at times. They never reported nothing. They go on live news and want to cry. But nobody did nothing when they never seen this baby again. That's insane to me. Smiley says, my grandbabies call me Mima, too. Period. We got a lot of good names in here for the grandparents. Period. Clock it. But yeah, this is insane. I would really hope, I wish and pray that they could find her alive. But from what I see so far, I'm just thinking like this baby is no longer here. Or if they never find her body, it's no telling what this woman did. She probably gave this baby away for drugs. Because y'all know that's the thing too. They do that. Like that one case, the woman was on drugs and gave her baby. I can't remember the name of the woman. She gave her baby to a man and he did everything under the sun to that baby and unalived her because she owed him money. So she gave him her daughter, baby girl. Child, this is insane. Brown Eye says, I'm a first-time grandma, and yes, she can have whatever she likes. It's our job to let them get away with stuff the parents won't. Exactly. Because my granddaughter is the only girl at this point, and baby, when I say I goes in about her and I be spoiling the heck out of her. I spoil all my grandkids, but she's the only girl. She got to get her way. No fuck said, I really don't want to hear the outcome of this, but anxious for justice for baby girl. Same here. Same here. Zakiah says, my one grandbaby, Nayla, I like that, calls me G-Mom, too. I picked that name for my first grandchild. I like that name. That is a cute name. Shania Davis case. That's the case I'm talking about right now? That she gave that baby away for drugs because she owed that man money? Child. So y'all know what I'm talking about. They really be doing that. Oh, you remember it? Yep. They be doing. That's sad. And that man did everything under the sun to that baby. No fuck said he took her to the hotel. Yep. That's it. For $200 debt. And I think that's what you talk. Yep. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Took her to the hotel. Dee said, oh my God, I pray that she did not give that baby to anyone. Justice for Genesis. Justice for Romika. Yes. Ingrid says, I know that story. Another shit crap mama. Yep. The baby they called Cupcake was killed in Alabama too. Remember the case? I remember that. Yep. Yep. This is insane. It's T says, hey T Smith, that's what I think she did. Sold that baby. I just don't want to think she would unalive that baby. Baby, that might be just what she did. Child, it's not looking good either way. I'm Mimi and Ma. I love it. This is insane what they be doing to these kids. It's not okay. And then to get them she gave that baby to a grown ass man. And he did whatever he thought or felt he wanted to do to that baby. And see, this is what I started my channel on, was these kids. But it gets so heavy, y'all. It's overwhelming. And then when you end up knowing and find out more details about what happened to these kids, it's sickening. It hurts your stomach. It hurts your heart, your whole soul. This is crazy. Child. And was. Some people just don't deserve kids. Yeah, I believe so too, KP. This shit sad, man. Very sad. Teresa says, my oldest grandson has 15, calls me grandma and mom, and the youngest one called me Mimi. Period. Good morning, Erica. Erica says, good morning, co-peace in chat. Good morning. Diane says, co-peace TV, I am so tired of these trifling mamas. Trifling as hell. I be telling my son, I'm like, listen, you gotta know who you dealing with. Don't be just out here sleeping and messing around with anybody because you have a baby by somebody that you don't like. Like, this can go total left. I tell my girls that too. Like, you gotta understand at some point, if y'all never be together, what could possibly come out of that? You know what I'm saying? And if you one day send your child with their dad, and this man despises you, don't want you to have your own child or anything, just imagine what possibly could happen. Like, sometimes them talks just gotta be had. You don't want to think like that, but sometimes them talks they just have to be had. Jazzy says, I'm Nana to the rescue, period. Tati says 159 likes. Sherry says, was the little girl's dad? Nope, he's black. Shani says, some people just don't deserve to have children. Children are a gift from God, and they are so innocent. This breaks my heart. Whew, it breaks my whole soul. And then her birthday is like next month, they said. This baby is coming up on her 3rd birthday. And you take her out at 2 years old. And you're supposed to be the one to protect this baby. But yet you the one that's bringing harm to her. Dee says, Lord, pray. I can't imagine one of my grandkids being abused at the hands of someone that would probably take me out. When my grandson was killed, only God got me through. My heart was broken so bad. Sorry for your loss, Dee. No fuck said, yes, adults are one thing, but the kids hits the soul. They did not ask to be here. They're innocent and off limits to everything. And is. Erica says, protect your children because the pedos are lurking daily, all day. Sad situation. Yes, I'm glad you said that. Let me tell y'all what happened with y'all niece, y'all internet niece, Sonia. Says, Grand Rising Cold Peace, Miles in chat. Honey Drip says, hey, KP in chat. Hey, Honey Drip. Shakira. Did I say that right? How you say Shakira? We love you, KP. You real, and all the live justice will be served. I love y'all too, and it will. Let me tell y'all, I'm glad Erica said what she said because it is. So I'm at the gas station, y'all. Y'all know I be having to tell y'all. I keep y'all in the loop when things, because we just gotta talk about it. I'm at the gas station. I'm at the pump. I tell y'all internet niece to go in and pay for the gas because I didn't want to pay with my card at the pump. I've been really careful about using my credit card or debit cards these days. So I just told her, someone just told me this day to just pay with cash. So I told her to go in the store, pay for the gas. And I'm wondering why she's standing so far back the way she was. This is what I mean about parents knowing their kids and knowing when something is obviously wrong with them and being able to nip something in the bud before it gets too out of hand. Like this baby is gone. Adrian mama should have stepped in at some point. But this is what I'm saying, when you should know your kids and they mannerisms and the way that they react to certain things, they facial expressions, everything. So even though I sent her in to pay for the gas, I'm watching her. I'm sitting in the car, but I'm looking at her. I'm sitting with my feet inside my door. You know how you sit outside, kind of like outside your car. I'm watching her the whole time. I'm like, what? Why is she standing so far back? Her face looked the way it looked, and she just looks uncomfortable. So I'm just watching. She comes out the store, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, what's wrong with you? She was like, what you mean? She was like, what you talking about, Ma? And I was like, what is wrong with you? Why was you standing so far back? And why was you looking the way you was looking? She was like, oh, she was like, cuz. She was like, that's crazy. She was like, that's funny that you realized what was happening. And I was like, and I was just sitting here waiting because I got Miss Betty sitting right here next to me. What's up? And she was like, them Africans, they were talking in a language, and then they was looking at me, and then they'll talk back to each other. And then one of them asked me, am I from, it was one of the countries over there in Africa, y'all. And she told them no, but she said she think that they thought she was from there because she was understanding their language, y'all. She spoke back to them in their language to something that they asked her. And so they was at the register paying for, they went to this was another red flag. They in there in the gas station gathering up bananas. Like they shopping for bananas, bro. I mean, a lot of bananas. The lady is ringing them up and they couldn't afford to pay for how much that they had. So they told her, hold on. They walks to the back of the store and they just standing there. And the cashier told my daughter, no, you wait. You wait. And so I'm looking at everything happening in real time, y'all. And so they come back, they pay. Then my daughter pays and she comes out. As my daughter is coming out the store, they comes out behind her and they was looking to see where she went. And I'm watching them watch her. And they was trying to find out which way she went. They thought she walked down that dark ass street. And I looked at them. I was like, I said, what the fuck is y'all looking at? Y'all got a problem? Do we have a problem? And I showed Miss Betty, because baby, we about to get it in. What is y'all looking at? Then they drive off. They drive past us slow, looking at us. And I'm looking at them like, okay, bitch, now it's going to be what y'all, whatever y'all want it to be today. It's about to be that tonight. And we watching them leave. I told my daughter, I said, we're not going straight home. I'm finna watch and see where they go. I watched and saw where they went. I went around and then we went home because they was on some weird shit. They was on some weird stuff. But the fact that I picked up on what my baby energy and she all the way in the store, it's no way that Adrian's mom didn't know something was going on with her daughter and her grandbaby. I'm telling y'all. T. Smith said he was in Florida and when he heard, he went there. But I'm wondering how many times she has said that the girl was missing for nobody in the family to get alarmed by what exactly. Because people did say in the chat that she always tells the dad when she mad at him, she don't know where she at. Tammy says my oldest had her baby at middle 30s. We grew up together. I have 3 grandsons, 3 handsome grandbaby boys, plus a grand nephew. I used to be grandma, nana, sometimes grandma. Love them all to pieces. I wish and it cuts off. But I get it. Sherry says, oh, it's not Shania Davis then. Vanessa says, there are so many demonic people in this world. It's literally sad that you can't trust anyone. And can't. Oh, you was asking, was the dad? I thought you was asking was the little girl we talking about now, is her dad white or black? And I was telling you her dad is black. Police will be looking for me because I did something to the parent first. They know. Oh, that's, you continue what you were saying. Man, I'm telling you, nobody be able to get me off nobody ass, because no. Yes, KP, we have a deserting spirit and we observe our surroundings, especially if our kid is involved. We be knowing. But she felt uncomfortable, basically lurking. Yeah, it was so scary. I'm like, it was scary for her. But me, I'm standing here like, yeah, I'm finna catch me one today. I'm finna catch 2. Fuck with me if you want. You think you finna do anything to mine? That one, I'm telling you. And the crazy thing about it, I watch all of my girls, even my grown ones. Every move that they make, and I'm with them, I'm watching. Like, we not about to do this. Yoruba, American, Nigerian. I hope they wasn't from there, but they probably didn't mean any. I hope they was looking suspicious. These 2, they was looking suspicious. This case is giving Casey Anthony case when she said the baby was with the babysitter. Yep, and that's what everybody is saying. Yep, Jazzy, I don't play no games. Y'all think I'm lying? I do not. I know you fucking lying. Thank God she has great discernment, like her mama. My baby do not play. Tammy says, I call my grandchildren my first, second, third heartbeats when I talk or post about them. Oh, I love it. Kamisha says the mom told the police about a woman named Mariah. Yep. She did, and that Mariah girl was in one of the lives talking. Sick people praying on these babies. Baby, I will make it do what it do about mine. And I definitely will. Child, I had Miss Betty. That's what my oldest daughter. I told her that one day. She's like, Ma, why you name it Miss Betty? You could have picked a better name than that. I said, I don't know, but that's the name that came to my brain at the time a while ago. So it's Miss Betty. She fucked their head up, understanding them. Yep, that's exactly what it was. No fucks. Because let me tell y'all, this is the crazy. Let me tell y'all something. The crazy thing about it is she studying that language and other languages, and my 21-year-old and my 18-year-old, they speak a little bit of Korean. It's so crazy. And it's so crazy because my 21-year-old, she looks she got these like really sharp eyes, and everywhere she goes, people ask her, is she Asian? But I'm like, that's weird because she's fucking black. You can see she's black. She don't look mixed nothing. But them two speaks a little Korean, and then y'all internet niece is learning this language. And that's what it was. No fucks. She fucked them up when she answered them. She just did it once. She answered them in their language. And then that's when they asked her, is she from over there? And she told them no. But baby, y'all tried it. Cause she was like, I was understanding a little bit of what they were saying, Mom. She said, I just couldn't understand everything. But baby, she owned it even more now. I said, you scared the fuck out of them when you started speaking that language. Now they like, oh shit. Did she understand what else we were saying? And then you said, but baby, they better not play no games. Get the fuck out of here, weird ass motherfuckers. I hate that shit. It's good you was paying attention and know your child expressions. Baby, I don't be playing. Brittany says, glad your daughter was safe, KP. Thank you, Brittany. Gossip and giggles. Good morning, everyone. I missed a lot. I'll catch the replay. Honey says, yes, this is familiar. The Casey Anthony case. Yep. That's exactly what this case resembles. Erica says, I know you were like, fuck around and find out, no harm or not. They would have got that. They definitely was going to get it. I was not fucking around. Not playing. T. Smith says they pulled over the girl. I think Mariah, that was loud on the scene and searched her car. They did? As they should. And she should have been taken in for questioning. Did they take her in for questioning, T? Yeah, my man. I'm telling you, I got some intelligent ass kids. This says one day myself and granddaughter were at the Walgreens and this guy said something to her and I gave him the business. Don't say anything to her. And I meant it. Exactly. Is your daughter studying Yoruba? If so, I am happy to hear that. I got to ask her which one is it? Because she be talking to me sometimes. She'll come here and be like, Mom, do you know what this means? And I'll be like, hell no, I do look like I know what that means. Teach me. You tell me what it means, then I'll tell you what it means. My niece very intelligent. Good. And my daughter, I'm telling you, my daughter, this one specifically, she be on her piece of cues because she almost got kidnapped at one point. And she wasn't having that shit. She got away from that as well. That's why when I say she be with me, like white on rice, I make sure, look, she don't play. She do not play. She be alert to everything. She don't trust people. Y'all seen how she was when she got in the car, when we was in the car with Philly them, how she was. The girl don't fucking play at all. I'm like, Rihanna, man down. I keep Peggy Sue. She fits right down in my shoe. What you expect to do? Laugh out loud. As you should, no fucks. They let her go. I think they should take her in, baby. If she thinks she's finna get locked up, she might spill the beans. Brown Eye said that Casey Anthony story still pisses me off to this day. Yep. Brittany says, yes, I forgot about it. Reminds me of the... Yep, that's exactly what it is. No fucks, she is not playing. No fucks said, expect, I'm for real. That's my son. My son be laughing at me every time I play it. D says, my children say I'm paranoid about my grandchildren, but being news aware, you see so much. I watch everything and everybody. Yep, you have to. And it's sad that we have to be like that all the time. Like, it's crazy. You never know what can happen at what given time. Like, it's crazy. And all we was doing was getting some fucking gas. Just getting gas. And they was in there, I said, first of all, who the fucks goes to a gas station at night and just shopping for bananas? I mean, they had so many bananas, bro. Bananas. That was a red flag to me. Not that they were African and none of that. That was a red flag to me. Who the fuck is shopping for bananas at a fucking Speedway? And then they car declined. So it's like that they was just on the hunt. That's what it seems like, that they was just on the hunt, just trying it. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they thought that they could possibly get, they was going to try to get. It's insane. Brown Eye says, you def got to keep your head on the swivel these days. The motherfuckers crazy as fuck. I'm telling you, I don't go nowhere without my bang bang Chewy. I keep up with me. For real. I'm not playing. As soon as I can get ready to leave, I have it packed in my little carrying case, and we out the door. Because again, as I told y'all, even though you got a CCL, whatever the hell y'all call it, in y'all state, you got to have it secured at all times. That's why Holly was in the wrong about everything she did on September the 8th. It's supposed to have been locked up and put away, or it's supposed to be separated. Your clip can't be with your gun. It just can't. You got to put it in arm's reach. You know what I'm saying? Like the pistol itself got to be somewhere, and the clip itself got to be somewhere. And I keep mine loaded. I keep 2 clips, 3 sometimes here. She was all the way wrong September 8th. T. Smith says, but she was talking to the officers as they searched her car. Then she told them she didn't want to be recorded, so she moved. But whoever was recording the video didn't get anything they were saying. She's suspicious too. No fuss said, don't ever say nothing about a banana boat. Better get that bumper clock on somewhere. Child, shopping for bananas, like literally, in a gas station. They probably were sex trafficked. That's what it sounds like. Yep. But if they would have tried, baby, you talking about some headshots, and I'm good at that. Don't fucking play with not one of mine. That's why I told all my girls. I told her, when she get old enough, I'm taking her to the gun range, and she's getting her gun license too. All of my daughters are well equipped. Not playing. We as women got to be able to protect ourselves, because half the time we don't have men to protect us. We don't have people around us at the time when something is going left. You got to be able to protect yourself. And I'm going to protect me and mine at all costs. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's why I be telling people, y'all better off leaving me the fuck alone. For real. Absolutely, you better be aware of everything around you and be ready to handle business, because I don't have no sense when it comes to my girls and my babies, period. You speaking my language. Rana says they was shopping all right, and it's for damn shit wasn't for no damn show wasn't for no bananas. It wasn't, because how you shopping but you declining? Your card is declining. Who does that, and what gas station sells damn bananas like that? Child, a goddamn Speedway. I wouldn't even, who go and buy, I told my daughter that. I said, who the fuck buys bananas from a gas station, even though they sell them? I'm not never. Hell, I'm not never, even if a Family Dollar or Dollar General selling them, I'm not buying them. No, you don't buy fruit. What? Child. They was trying to get some bananas. I mean, a lot of bananas, bro, on the counter. And a car is declining. And then they just walking around the back of the store. Why is y'all just walking and y'all just talking back there in the back of the store? Because I hope y'all didn't think my baby was by herself. I'm not that mother. I'm not that mother. Brittany says, right, no bananas at no gas station. Y'all, hey, if y'all would have heard my daughter talking about it and telling it, y'all, she is hilarious. She was talking about them in the bananas till we got home. And when we got home, she kept talking about it. Child. Kobe's saying, I'll get on my masterpiece shit because I'm about it. And it is Terry. Somebody says, I opened a daycare center to keep other people from having my grandchildren. I didn't like the way they were treated at other centers. That was 11 years ago. Period. Brittany says, yeah, they was up to something, KPTV. And was. And they was going, child, listen. I ain't even got to finish that. But they was going to find out. But, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm going to come live again today about this story. Because I'm finna go do some more research. And I'm finna see if there's any more updates to this story. Because we got to find baby girl. And we'll figure out at least what happened to her. This is some fuckery. This is insane. No fuck said, I wouldn't want them nanas. No nanas for damn sure. No, indeed. What's the expiration date on them? Exactly. Y'all child can't make it up. But they was on one. That's what they was. But y'all picked the wrong one to be on one with. And when she starts speaking their language, that fucked their heads up all the way. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If y'all go watch the replay, hype the video up. Thank y'all. Bye.
Fast with the facts, we don't play no
Drop them yellow and pink hearts.
What's real, we ain't chasing fact. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Call Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Peace TV, we bringing the news.